paint wet into dry. Another thing you can do is spatter. It's a useful device of creating interest. You take an old toothbrush, get some paint on it, and just, that's a little drastic, but you get the idea. You want to create interest. Another thing you can do is use a spray bottle. If you want to create texture, you can take your old spray bottle and just spray bottle is good for your palette too. You want to keep your palette moist. You can, before you, every couple of days, if you haven't been using it, just take your spray bottle and spray it like so. That'll keep the paints from drying out. As best you can, you want to keep your paints moist. You don't want them hard because you won't be able to get any nice strong colors. So I've had people ask me, how do you get nice, bright, such nice, bright, clean colors in your paintings? Well, basically it's because I use good materials and I don't go back into something once I've painted it. Like this little house here, it isn't much, but you notice I didn't go back into it and fiddle with it or add other colors to it. You just have to avoid muddying up your colors. Keep them clean, keep them bright. The thing that works for watercolor best is the white paper. And the way the paint works with the paper is it goes in and settles into the little indentations in the paper and it shines. So you want to take advantage of that best you can. Let's see, what else can I show you? There's another little scraping tool I use. Let's see, what else have I got for you? Oh, gum eraser. When you're doing your drawings like these, it's nice to have a gum eraser. I usually do mine with, say, like a number 2 pencil or a mechanical pencil, something soft. But you can go back in, if your lines are too dark, you can use this gum eraser and get rid of those to where they're not as obvious. What else have I got for you? Oh, I could, oh yeah, well, say you're done with your painting, you just throw it on your little board, or big board depending, clip it down, and when you get back to it, it'll be nice and flat. You don't have to worry about whether you stretch it or not. I could show you how these papers we'll use a wet into dry for this. Here's a hot press smooth surface. You can see how nice and smooth that is. Here's a cold press medium surface. You can see that's not as smooth as that by any means, and it's a little bit rough, which is good sometimes. Sometimes you want rough. And here's a rough paper, and you get lots of nice painting. You can see that. Look at that. Now that's rough. See? And this, you can see I'm using a lot of water, a lot of paint. Yeah, that's rough. So, let's see, one other thing I could show you, maybe. This isn't too... Sometimes you want things to bloom. Most people want to avoid blooms. That is getting too much water. Say you got something that's wet and drying, and you go in it with a brush that's wetter than what you're painting on, and you go into it, and you're going to get a bloom. It's going to add water and spread out the particles of paint. You can see this one is starting to bloom already. See this? Now this is a bloom. Now in most cases, that is death on watercolor. You don't want blooms. But I use it in effect as a device in foregrounds and such. I'll go in there and deliberately make blooms. And it works. So, I think that's all I got for you. I'll be making some more videos in the near future. And I'll discuss other aspects of watercolor painting. And I hope to see you then. I have to ask my buddy Brownie, the brown-nosed gorilla, how he thinks this one went. He's the expert. I take all of his advice very seriously. How did we do, Brownie?
Outstanding.
Oh, there you go, Brownie, my man. All right, if Brownie says it's outstanding, well, I gotta go with that. I can't be second guessing my man. So I thank you very much, and I hope to see you, or you see me, in the very near future. Thank you very much.